with marriage and they try to critique and criticize your marriage, or don't take that. Now then they can give advice. Anybody can give advice, but critique.
Hey y'all, what's going on? What's going on? I'm Cam. This is Ash. This is our reaction channel. We thank you. We hope you all are enjoying your Christmas or in your Christmas preparation. Enjoying your holiday, enjoying the few days you may have off, or if you don't have them off, may the Father just warms your heart and able you to be able to get through them days until you're able to have an extended vacation with your family and your friends on Wednesday of next week. I want to start off with saying we are approaching a really big milestone here on YouTube, which is your first 1,000 subscribers. That is not possible without each and every single one of you, each and every single person who has subscribed to this channel. We thank you so much for supporting us and rocking with us. As what we did initially, what we felt led to do was just continue to make these content. Initially, we just, like I say, we made the videos because we wanted to provide space, and that's still the overarching theme of this channel, is just to provide space for people who want to say and comment about I.A.G farms, whether it be regardless of how they feel about it. And so we greatly appreciate every single person. We greatly appreciate all our real people, all our real supporters. You know who you are. I was going to compile a list, but just for fear of leaving anyone off, because we appreciate every single one of you. We greatly appreciate you. Now, when we started this thing, we never thought that it was going to be accepted like it is, and for the support to come pouring in and rushing in on us. After that, the space became very vibrant, and that is because of you guys. The community took their eyes other places and gave their attentions to other platforms, because they became a community from over here, and then we took that and we used that weight and that leverage to help other platforms grow, and for other content creators to feel comfortable about sharing their content, about what they seen as, some would say unsavory, some would just say a man who is just not fulfilling his mission as he said he would. And like I say, when we first initially did it, it was not on the auspices of that. This is something that has been revealed to us from interactions with our community, from just then being led to do other things, and then also just wanting to be, just a good and decent reaction channel. We, did our own research, and we went and we looked at things, and we tried to find out what had occurred on the sales journey. So we greatly appreciate all the support. I can never truly put that into words, how much we support you. We love you. We thank you. And what we will do is, when we do get monetized, and we're on the cusp of receiving the first monetary benefit of whatever this is, right? And we will ask 4 of you for your emails, so you can be our creative directors. You can email us if you're interested, because even though the people who are really supportive of this channel, they may just have so many other obligations they can't fit another one in their schedule. And what it is basically once we get the notice and everything else like that, what it'll be is just basically an hour Zoom call, and we will just go back and throw back and forth ideas and everything else like that. That will eventually grow to where it's going to be like 8, because we plan on having another channel. But it's just an hour of your time. It will be paid. And so, that's what we're going to offer out there, because you are no one as a channel without the people who support you. And I wish we could do every single person, but like I say, we want to pay people for their time, because we really believe in that. So we thank you. You are what this. You have created this community and we are just the recipients of all of your just kindness and attentiveness, and we greatly thank you. You want to say anything about it?
Yes, I just want to say thank y'all for subscribing to our channel and showing love over here, talking about my hair, and giving me compliments on, you know, how I look, and, you know, I really appreciate all the love that everyone's been showing me. And y'all know who y'all are. We love y'all. Thank y'all.
Yeah, so alrighty, that was the wife, and she's shy, so it took a lot for her, so she really does appreciate it. And what we're going to do is we're going to get into the commentary and our reaction on a particular part in this video when he was down there, of the Travion story, and we didn't feel the need to elaborate about it or over elaborate. We've had strong feelings on the scene anyway. So then, you know, the story and the exchange, because it showed a pattern that Tim had that we hope that he hasn't experienced since then. Well, we know that he's still lying. We know he's still lying to people and not keeping his word and everything else like that. But when we dissected this story down, a couple other things struck us too. So we're gonna go over to it. Like I said, I just go to I.A.G Farms. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't shit.
And before we get started, have anybody heard from Megan? Y'all need to go check up on her. Somebody need to go down there and see how Megan is doing. Yeah, I've heard from her. I've seen her.
Everyone is wanting to know where Megan is. Everybody want to know. I think this is the one. So,
like I said, it's just a miracle, y'all. Like I'm telling you, like this is the name of this channel, I.A.G. It's all about God, leaving the resurrection reign. We're still all about God. It's like the Lord. I'm just glad that the Lord can use us in situations like this so that we can help to encourage you all to know, like, hey, I break down on the side of the road, it's not the end of the world. Like my car, like getting me trouble, it's not the end of the world. It's like the Lord has all these things planned out. He knew this was gonna happen before it happened. That's why my nephew doesn't ride with my mom. Like when's the last time my nephew rode with my mom? Like he doesn't ride with her all the time. He doesn't come down to the ranch all the time. But today, it just so happened that the Lord assigned him to be in the car with her today, so that he can be able to fix it on the side of the road. She only has to take it to the mechanic shop. We don't have to get towed in. It gets fixed and she gets to drive on down the street and, you know, sleep good tonight. So it's a beautiful thing, y'all. Hopefully y'all are being encouraged and inspired by this whole process. All right, y'all, the record truck is pulling off, and here's Rooster. He ain't crawling too well right now, but I'm gonna get him locked up and everything.
Because we don't know if this is foreshadowing, I'm gonna say this. That truck Tim brags on and brags on and brags on and brags on. But at the end of the day, it's a Ford with 120,000 miles on it, if not 200,000 miles on it. You know, and he brags on it though so much he stopped the last video, had Megan keep opining about the excursion and calling it the excursion, whatever the case may be. Seems to me that he just got what is another regular car, regular Jeep that most American families have. No one's jealous of Tim's excursion that apparently is breaking down on the side of the road on him.
1996.
I don't know.
Yeah. Not, whatever.
No one is jealous of Tim's excursion. I guess after this, it's going to be very hard for you to think that someone wants to ride around in the excursion that's just mysteriously breaking down on the side of the road. So, like I say, because of the foreshadowing, we want to just go ahead and say that little bit of 2 cents about it while we right here in the beginning.
It is actually the day before Thanksgiving, so they're not gonna be back until Monday, and so he gonna be sitting here for a little while to figure out what's going wrong. So did the hand show y'all it was overflowing, or did you like was it smoking? What happened?
Well, because the cooler light came on.
Okay, yeah.
And then it said, it wasn't, Travion said it was fine. It was on what, 210?
The temperature.
210 degrees. But then he said, well, as long as it's not going over 210, it's going to be all right.
And then it went on 210.
Looks like they don't get
We're in Travion's garage right now. Yeah, I was telling them this is another miracle because you broke down with a mechanic in the truck, which how often does that happen? All right, y'all see what's behind me? Old Rooster, because on the tow truck. It actually cut off on me. Like it was right good, and all of a sudden it just cut off completely, and it went straight back. And it's amazing because we had just yesterday we went on a trip to get the cattle hauler, and we were like 2-3 hours away with all the kids and everything, and another whole other city. And they could have cut off on us then, but it didn't. And I'm pretty sure it was wrong with it now, so it was wrong with it back then. And so it's just amazing. It's a blessing from the Lord that it didn't cut off on us while we were gone, picking up the cattle hauler. And I just want to get y'all up and show y'all what's going on, because this is a miracle. It's a miracle that this truck did not cut off on us when we were out there yesterday.
That's also another thing that we wanted to get into is we see Tim has an extremely limited vocabulary. It's just not being mean or whatever the case may be. It's just that Tim uses the same words over and over and over and over and over and over. And it minimizes, miracles are miracles, right? Miracles are, being cured of cancer, being in a financial position that you knew you couldn't have came out of without some divine intervention. It's being in the middle of situations that your life could have been taken from you, or being in a position to give life when you didn't think that you were going to be able to. Miracle is not truck breakdown on the side of the road, thank the Father we got it home. And it shows that he just has such, and he has a limited just worldly, just everyday use of language. Oh yeah, exactly right. And then what me and my wife had noticed the other night is, Tim, has these 4 to 5 scriptures down pat, right? That he just goes on all the times. Ephesians 9, or work with your hands so you do not steal, or whatever the case may be. And he's made and it's part of like a shtick that he probably.
But that's been getting his way with. To use people, get over on people. That's what he's been using.
Yes, he's been using these sort of these. He got 5 or 6 Bible scriptures that he has memorized, and then everyone he approaches, it's like an act. It's like an act he puts on, and so therefore that's one thing we realized the other night too, is that he just is extremely limited in his ability to understand, things, and not only just regular things, but just
use what he knows.
And yeah, exactly.
What he does, he uses what he knows, and what he knows best to do is lying. So that's what he do.
And so that's just like I say, he calling it a miracle. It's not a miracle. It's a nice blessing. It's no such thing as.
We had just left from the ranch, and Grandma was going back her way, and I was going to town to pick up some things, and but we're getting cold, and we're at the mechanic now, so I'm gonna put y'all down. I think y'all can give y'all a heads up on what's wrong with it. All right, y'all, the record truck is pulling off, and here's Rooster. He ain't crowing too well right now, but I'm gonna get him locked up and everything. It's actually the day before Thanksgiving, so they're not gonna be back until Monday, and so he gonna be sitting here for a little while before we figure out what's going wrong. But Mom, it's funny though, because I don't think I've ever thanked the Lord when my vehicle broke down. But I did this time. Because what would it have been like if this truck would have broke down yesterday? Or literally, like, okay, we got home from the trip yesterday. And then
and this is another thing, right, where we saying that when people used to say, well, you only see a little bit so much of his life, you don't know, y'all ain't seeing the whole thing, this whatever the case may be. This man, he always has that phone on him. That's what he records on the phone. So he's always got that phone on him, which means he's always got his camera on him. And if we would have seen this man, and if this man would have given back to somebody, or did something out of the kindness of his heart, or just went off and go and bless somebody real quick, we would see these things. We would know these things. So when yeah,
that's like with that hollow, right? He's claiming he gave to that man, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he would have showed that too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I did.
He hadn't even say that.
You talking about the original Holler story where I got the man from? Yeah, he told. Ain't no telling. He
kept being like, if this truck would have broke down yesterday, or literally, like, okay, we got home from the trip yesterday, and then
and y'all, and did you see that? I don't think Tim called his mom out there at night, right? Got her out of her bed. We don't know if she I don't know, they said they had just left the ranch, so she's going back to Terry, right? And she had to turn around, and he had to do that. Now, I don't think he did that because he's an employee. I think Tim did that because he has no one else in his life that would do that for him.
He didn't scare everybody off. He didn't use everybody up to nothing. They probably looking like, well, don't come up on, hang up. I knew I would.
Yes, and so as you see that's the only person that's left in his corner. He hasn't equipped Meg with the resources to be able to come and help him because she doesn't have a car. So that would require her loading up that truck. Don't know if it's enough room for everybody in the truck. Putting Tim Jr. up in the front seat, which is probably something they don't want to do or whatever the case may be. Even I believe he meets the height and weight requirement for anything else like that.
They can't leave the house, so she out. So one person left is the mama.
It's the mama. He doesn't have a homeboy who can come get him, so his mom can go ahead and get down there to Terry and nothing. And it just shows that all the bridges burnt.
He don't care.
He don't care. But he just shows that that's the only person still in his corner. As we talked about.
Employee, she gotta come.
Well, I would hope that he ain't doing it because she is the employee and she gotta come.
She gotta come.
She's still on the clock. Tomorrow. Well, I would hope. It's gonna be hard for us to fire because he needs content out of her. So she's the last person who's gonna get fired because he needs the content out of her. So, but
her pay gonna be good.
Yeah, you can pay Cud. Take a couple days off and say, hey, we not getting paid for them days. Yeah, whatever the case may be.
So there's gonna be some type of restrictions. She gonna get over there and pick him up.
So I'm hoping that that's not the case that she came, because she loved him as her son. He on the side of the road broke down and back road.
She know nobody else can come in.
Oh yeah, she know anybody else coming. It ain't like call Jared or anybody else like that, or it does nothing that somebody else is coming.
She probably won't come myself. She's sick of me. Sick of myself.
Yeah, well. Yeah, like I say, you hear him say towards the end of the video, she got to drive home back by herself after she dropped him off, and that's why I'm saying if he had someone, if he cared about his mom and he had someone else in his life capable of coming to pick him up, he probably would have opted out for that. But being that he probably doesn't, more likely doesn't. Yeah. She's the only one he had to count on, and so there she got a long haul back to Terry just because this man can't play nice with no one.
You got an Uber.
I don't know. They got an Uber.
They ain't got none.
I doubt you get your Uber. I ain't gonna say not in Mississippi. I'm pretty sure places do got in the larger metro area.
That was on Wednesday. Today is Friday. And another miracle has happened. And it is so crazy in the same spirit of miracles because y'all saw the excursion broke down and it just cut off on me. And it just so happened to cut off right after we got back from a big long trip going to get the cow hauler. And we talked about how much of a miracle it is that the excursion broke down when it did, because if it would have broke down like 5 miles earlier, we would have been stranded, more like 20, 30 miles, something like that. But you get what I'm saying? It's we were on a trip and we had just gotten back, and I had only driven 5 or 6 miles, maybe 10 miles after we got back from that trip, and it broke down. And I was just sitting down on the couch today, just kind of waiting for Monday to come because it was holiday weekend.
And everyone who might be listening, the reason why he keeps referring to it as a trip, because that is the most of what we call a trip or a vacation that they will take. Is probably if they have to go get something about 4 or 5 hours away, they got to go do something, go pick up a piece of equipment or take a piece of equipment to go get fixed or something like that. That's the most of whatever trip they would get. They don't take vacations. They don't go on dates. They don't do anything. So that's why he keeps referring to this as a trip. If anybody who thinking like, I thought he just,
a trip.
Yeah,
we phrase that.
Yeah, everyone had on their Sunday best. Everybody had on boots and everybody had on hats and everybody had on everything. Get up
ain't going nowhere for 3 hours waiting to do nothing.
To go pick up a cattle hauler. So just anyone who's confused on why you saying trip, but he only say, but you ain't seeing like an actual what you would consider a trip is because those are the most of a vacation and trip that that the sales they're gonna be able to do.
It's closed as far as mechanic shop and everything. So I'm sitting there waiting on Monday, waiting for Monday, so that I can get in contact with the mechanic and they can run their computers on this version and everything and get it fixed for me and everything. But I'm sitting there on the couch, sitting back, eating, getting fat and happy. And grandma called and she was going back and forth, moving some stuff in her truck down to the ranch from the property that she's living in now in here in the house that she owns along with her sibling.
Now you see that he's right up the road, sitting, getting fat and happy, and his mama is moving stuff. That's why you haven't seen him down there. That's why we're coming and we're seeing parts of the house being finished, but we're not seeing Tim there, right? He was initially there for when they moved in the stove and they moved in a few little things in the barn, but after that, he's been very absent from that. Trust me, if he was there, the camera would be out. Now we see that the person who probably is responsible for the bulk of this is Travion. Travion is probably the one who has come down there and put all the furniture in there and put all of the and helped her halfway decorate and hang up things and everything else like that. That's why Travion is with her now, because he's the one that's been helping her. Even though Tim is probably, what do you say? No, even though Tim is what, 5 minutes down the road? About 5 minutes. About 5 minutes down the road. It's not whatever the case may be. He's about 5 minutes down the road, and it shows that it's just that's not his priority getting her moved in there. If that was his priority to get her moved in, he'll be up off his butt helping her get moved in.
Man, we were like, boy, you don't be able to get this up in. That's what I gotta do. I'm recording this.
Yeah, really though, right?
I don't want to miss nothing. They can't be recorded. So Travion, next time you come, she call me, so I can meet you here.
Yeah, because
he don't care.
Because he makes sure he can get everything on camera. And so, like I say, this is the person, even though he's 5 minutes down the road, who's probably doing the bulk of the moving in and the bulk of the helping out with whatever he doesn't do, construction wise, that takes him, 4 weeks to complete before it's finally done.
He work on that tub for daggone 2 months now.
He's gonna keep working on it.
I think the tub shouldn't take that long.
Yeah, I think he'll be finishing up his last.
He didn't even towel it yet. How's he gonna take a shower in the bathroom with no towel on the bathroom in the bathroom shower?
I don't know.
When it dry the wall up, it'll
get wet
and make it mold.
Yeah, and ruin it. Yeah, and mold it out depending on what they got in there. We don't know what type of material that is on the trailer walls. So 3-4 projects that he got to finish now. We already see the prerequisite. We already see that the chicken coop is built. So now that the chicken coop is built, now he got the project about the deck, and now he got the rest of Lily's house. They got to be done, and that's basically everything as of right now.
That's all he's putting his time into right now is Miss Lily's house.
Yeah.
Not even his own. He over there bothering her so much. He's not even in his own house.
I mean, that's how you know it's not a farm.
This is crazy. I know he probably let Megan pick the phone up or record over there at the zoo. Something's going on over there to make sure she don't miss nothing. Record that, like she always do.
Yeah.
So ain't nothing going on over there.
So no, there's nothing been going on over there. Whenever we see Megan, the boy back on camera, maybe he might explain that for a little bit. Like I said, these videos are delayed, probably 2 weeks. So, whatever the case may be, why he hasn't had Megan and the boys on camera for, I guess, this little bit of sequence right here, probably not long. I guess whenever she picks up the camera, but it shows that, like the wife says, it's not really a farm over there. If you ain't waking up every day making, something happen on the farm, it's essentially a petting zoo, keeping pets fed and watered, and that's the extent of it. So, that's all Megan and the boys have to do. Yeah, along them lines. But I'm just offering a different perspective on that saying. Yes, we do turn to the Father knowing that He's going to help us out of whatever situation we is. But there's a lot of times if we're off and we're doing something, we're doing things we're not supposed to do, things do start to attack us and attack our household because we're allowing that type of energy to come in. That's just my opinion on it. Not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm just saying even from a spiritual point of like that, I believe that when we're out of alignment, that's when the enemy is allowed to attack us because we're not within the midst of good energy and good and a team of people who are able to intercede for us on our part and who's praying for us and doing things like that.
For it having them both at the same time, that's kind of crazy, kind of weird by itself. That's a lot of energy that's just coming off onto both of them at one time.
Yeah, and I believe that too. Like if you can be
attacking both of them at one time.
Well, it's not attacking. It wouldn't be attacking her, right? So if he having a little bit of comeuppance, which we're not saying he is, I'm saying you said that. I'm saying like she would be because she's there with him. Yeah, it's prone to attack her too. Yeah, it ain't really her doing per se, but she's around him. Yeah.
He's scamming, so it's gonna bring energy to whoever around. He around.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
It's about to happen, and Satan's trying to get in front of it and panic and make you afraid and make you get off your get off your square and everything. And so I always look at things like this happening, meaning that there's some type of abundant blessing coming. And I'm talking about every single time it's been true. And so we don't look at bad things like bad things. The Bible says all days work out for the good of those who love God, who are called according to His purpose. And so it's just amazing, y'all. And the Lord is preparing us for His riches and His favor. And I love it. So let me open this camera down, get on to this auto parts store. And then maybe I'll pick y'all up when I get to where grandma's at, and we'll see if we can get our truck fixed up and get her home safe and sound. So y'all stick around. Miracles on top of miracles are just happening. And I know y'all probably saying, saying? Like, man, I ain't never seen nobody have it when cars break down. But I'm hoping that this is teaching y'all that you don't have to stress out and worry and panic when you get a flat tire or when natural things happen when a car breaks down. Like, these things are perishable. You know, the only thing that's not perishable is our salvation, is our faith in God. And those are things that we should like to be most important to us, and we should value above everything else. And these little temporal things, they're gonna break, they're gonna decay, they're gonna rust, you know. But our relationship with God and our spirit and our soul can endure forever if we have a relationship with Jesus Christ. Man, I love it. I'll stick around. It's gonna be a fun time today.
We're gonna go kind of right there, him pulling up on. Then, like I said, this is the last Resurrection Ranch. We're gonna just jump out to the point where he starts talking to Travion and his mom.
Yep. Oh yeah. Everything should be right there.
I appreciate everything we need.
Yeah, I went on here and got 3 just in case. Yeah, for real.
She's gonna have to go to the store. Get the last quarter too, man.
There you go.
All right, let's see how quick we can do this. It's getting cold out here.
Oh yeah, it is. I was hoping I can get to you before I got dark.
Oh, okay.
So did the hand show y'all it was overflowing, or did you like this? Was it smoking? What happened?
Well, it was the cooler light came on.
Okay, yeah.
And then it said, it wasn't, Travion said it was fine. It was on what, 2 what? 210.
The temperature.
210 days. But then he said, well, as long as it's not going over 210, it's going to be all right.
And then it went on 210.
Look back down again. So this was the problem. This is the, what the heater connectors go in.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This one popped up. I've already got the metal clip that had broke off.
Okay, good.
So I just got to, this one reconnect it, pull that one off of there.
Okay, man, you be fixed up. I wonder what made it overheat in the first place.
I don't know.
Oh, so you think that failed and caused it to overheat? Okay, I guess. That makes sense.
I'll show you.
Because it don't look swollen and nothing like that, so yeah. It looks just regular.
I'll show you an example. I'll take it off before I put it together so I can show you.
So I'm gonna fast forward because that's really basically the tutorial that he gave. And like I said, a lot of us have seen it. Excuse me. A lot of us have seen it, and so we're gonna just get into. Probably we can get into about the media reaction. We'll watch a little bit and try to see if there's something else that
come up and down this road by myself.
Yep. In night and all types of stuff.
Lord looks out for you.
Yeah, that's right. Listen, if you're by yourself and it was late at night, you probably would have just kept going.
I don't know. What's that? Well, he did make me look at the hand.
Okay. Yeah.
Probably trying to get it connected on there. All right. I think I got it on there.
You don't gotta say dang nabbit like Danny used to say. Daggum. He was angry. Well, not gonna say angry, but he just you couldn't talk to him while he was working on stuff. Danny is my stepdad who's passed away. He was a mechanic as well.
See if I got it on there.
I think that's what gave. I think that's what gave my nephew Travion his passion about working on stuff.
It might be too deep. That might be my problem.
Yeah. I'm gonna get out of his way. I might still pick up and record here and there, but I'm gonna let him focus on what he's doing and get grandma fixed up. And like I said, this is just a miracle, y'all. Like I'm telling you, like this is the name of this channel, I.A.G. It's all about God. And even the Resurrection Ranch, where it's still all about God. It's like the Lord. I'm just glad that the Lord can use us in situations like this.
And the thing about this sort of rant and not rant, but this sort of thing he goes off on right here is not to say that it's not pure, but from what we see from Tim is it just always seems so forced. You know, it's a regular day. Things happen in cars. It has, of course, the Father's always here with us, but some days are just days, like the word says. And I just think that Tim is just really trying to just play up this whole, hey y'all, look at me, I'm a Christian, I go through hard times, you go through hard times, and this whole spiel right here just for me seems so.
Why put that on camera about the car breaking down?
I mean,
I don't know that part either.
Yeah, it's just all
the video was the whole thing with him and his mom breaking down. Why's that gotta be on camera?
Yeah, and why invoke so much divinity over that stuff, which is just simply just like I say, like my wife just said, which basically just to break it down on camera. Going about your business.
Like, why everything gotta be on camera? I'm sure that man didn't want to be on camera like that.
And it's sort of like gaslighting his viewers, like he's under some type of attack, and it doesn't matter what it goes on. We can persevere, we can see through it. But us as Christians already know that we read the word, we know the words, or those of us who are Christian. But